Today we're going to go through microeconomics and how it's different from macroeconomics. So we're going to go through how the individual faces trade-offs, opportunity costs, and incentives. Specialized in decision of trade, effectiveness of markets, and the role of governance. Then we'll go through production and the standard of living, money and inflation, unemployment, trade-off. So economics is concerned with the efficient use of scarce resources to obtain the maximum satisfaction of society's unlimited wants. The scarcity of economic resources restricts options and requires choices. So opportunity cost of a choice is what is foregone for that choice. So marginal analysis is comparing benefits and costs. So comparing marginal cost versus marginal benefit of an additional year in school. So the scientific method is observe, then formulate a hypothesis, then test the hypothesis, then accept, reject, or modify the hypothesis. Then continue to test the hypothesis if necessary. So microeconomics is focused on individual units such as industries, firms, and households. Macroeconomics is focused on the whole economy. Positive economics deals with analysis of facts, so number-based decisions. Normative economics is focused on what the economy should be. So the economy has limited resources and unlimited wants. So we have to figure out what we can get out of those resources. So the most we can get out of those limited resources. In Canada's average income is 4th in the world. Norway's number 1. So the budget line is what we can afford. So here we can afford, if we wanted to get 6 DVDs, we can get 6 DVDs, but we'd have 0 books for a $120 budget. So $20 per DVD. So we can get 6 DVDs for $120. And then for books, we can get 12 books for $10 each out of a $120 budget. So anything on the line is attainable, or anything under the line is attainable. Anything on the line is efficient, and anything past the line is attainable. So scarce resources include land, labor, human capital investment, and entrepreneurial ability. So entrepreneurs, economic functions, they take initiative, they make business decisions, they innovate, and they bear risk. So the production possibilities model assumes full employment, fixed resources, fixed technology, 2 goods, including consumer goods and capital goods. So here, so you can afford 10,000 industrial robots and 0 pizzas at A, and then 9,000 industrial robots and 1,000 pizzas at B, and then so that's efficient if we do that. So 7,000 industrial robots and 2,000. Oh wait, it would be 200,000. 200,000 pizzas C, and then 4,000 industrial robots and 300,000 pizzas at D, and then at E there's 0 industrial robots and 400,000 pizzas at E. So to be efficient, we want marginal benefit equal to marginal cost. So we want to be right in the middle here. So this would be efficient here. Unemployment. The economy might not be operating at full employment. That's when you're inside the production possibilities curve. We want to be on the production possibilities curve. So if we're at A, B, C, D, or E, we are efficient. If we are under the curve, we are inefficient. And if we are past the curve, it is not real right now because our economy hasn't grown to that point yet. So in a growing economy, we have an increase in factor supplies, economic growth, shift out of the PPC, improved factor quality, and technological advances. So attainable is under the curve or on the curve, and unattainable is outside the curve. So economic growth is if the curve shifts right. So we want to, in international trade, we want to produce what we're good at. So like, let's say if we're good at making cars, we'd produce the cars. And then if another country was good at making Beanie Babies, they would specialize in making Beanie Babies. We'd trade, they'd sell us Beanie Babies, we'd sell our cars to them. Those are, that's the PowerPoint, and then we're gonna go through the next thing. So graphs and their meanings, we'll go through this. So graphs have horizontal axes, vertical axes, independent variable, and dependent variable. So usually what happens with a graph is that, so the horizontal axis is, so the x-axis, the horizontal, and usually has the independent variable there. And then the y-axis is the vertical axis, and it's usually the dependent variable. So we can see what, if the, like what happens if the independent variable goes up, what happens to the dependent variable. So with this type of graph, it's like that. Independent variable goes up, dependent variable goes up. So that's that type of graph there. And then, so for this graph, we graph this. Income would be on the x-axis and consumption would be on the y-axis. So you put 0 for income, 100 for income, 200 for income, 300 for income, 400 for income, and you put that on the horizontal. And then on the vertical, you do 50, 100, 150, 200, 200. So this is direct relationship where if one goes up, the other goes up. This is an inverse relationship where one goes up, the other one goes down. So for this graph, it would start at 50. So 50 would be here. And then it goes up by, so it goes up by 0.5 for every one right. That would be how the graph goes. So it goes 0.5 up, one right, 0.5 up, one right, and so on. And then graphing this, it would have a negative relationship because as ticket price goes down, as the ticket price goes down, attendance goes up. So like ticket price goes down, attendance will go up. So if it's a horizontal graph, the slope would be 0. If it's a vertical graph, the slope would be in. Then this is the equation of a linear relationship. So y equals a plus bx. So y is a dependent variable. So that'd be the vertical. A is the vertical intercept, so it's the start. B is the slope of the line, and the next is an independent variable, which is horizontal. So here with McGraw-Hill, this is what we use for our course. So it's posted on Blackboard. So you go to the link, you enter your email, and then enter the code that you have for Connect, or you can buy Connect on that webpage. So then for the course outline, the schedule is that on every week a Connect lab / quiz is due. And so the lab is the same as a quiz, and then the SmartBook assignment is due each week. And then test 1 will be on week 4. Then discussion board will be due week 5. Then midterm will be due week 7. And the test 2 will be due week 10. And then final exam will be due week 14. So that's the overview of the course, and this is available on Blackboard.